we say Nollywood for Nigeria, they know they go far.
You say they go far.
Yeah, that's what they go far. So. Those days, you know how it been for Nollywood. When if they watch film, that guy to come out there, no problem. But not this guy. You see people hardly watch Nollywood because anybody now we see that waiting what is Nollywood do. Those days, when we say you fold your leg, they watch Nollywood for. You not there and come out. But nowadays nobody get that interested. Why it be like that? Why their system of the operative for?
You know that Nollywood
Nollywood.
Because even me personally, I know they watch. I don't even remember the last time why I say I look into one Nollywood masterpiece or clip or whatever.
Why?
But there's nothing to watch then. What you want?
But those days they watch.
Before uncle, you know you don't forget what would they from person window. They peep, they watch all those open there.
But why it can't be like this now? Why are they growing on them?
It's very simple. You know what it is Nollywood. Yeah, Nollywood grew to an extent. Nollywood grew from its infantry stage very fast to the point that it went beyond the facets of Africa down to the European side. Americans, you know they watch Nollywood.
Nobody did actually. I'm not believing my guy because even the Nigerians said no, they watch again.
Even then, when people were at Nollywood, people were at Nollywood. All those ones, them at Nollywood with real acting spirits, real directors, with real script play. But now, sorry, it's where it can't be like say during that time. You know what I would say. It can't be like Hollywood now
in America.
When a set of actors done the old, of course the actors were and actresses where they don't go there forever. They groom
people.
Next people will go take over these people's role.
Oh God, those one way rapers, not be they grow them.
But Nollywood, they don't grow anything if we can't enter the system.
But sorry to cut you short. If you not be there, music for still take place.
You see?
Not be there, music in that country will still take place, and music in that country is successful.
Music is successful in Africa or in Nigeria precisely because the music was just exceptionally good. I tell you one thing. Nollywood was exceptionally good in its time. It died because there were no people to take it further. Music in Nigeria was not that so good. But people
which one be say was not that so good? Now talk like this.
Okay, calm down.
The music not good those days where people they see reality.
You want them to say all those them
why they talk like
all
this?
Those them
some of them are something that they sing. Those days when they sing. All them say they are doing
was music in Nigeria that so good?
It was good now. You say
what kind of music? What kind of music?
That time what happened that time?
Do you know the music what they say was so good? Eventually, it was just high life music. And me and you know, say high life music was just within us. Not only we they hear them, bang 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 from inside our circle.
Okay.
But it wasn't. Okay. They want them saying high life when people want they dance. But now these days they dance our Afro beats.
Why people?
And we had Afro beats then, but Afro beat was not that so good. Like the times of them Daddy Shoki. Yeah. Somebody call him man and Choki. But that was not the music they were dancing.
Okay, those ones they were able to succeed. The music stars.
People like them Two-Face, they entered the system. They came with the African Queen. They took our African Queen. You know how many awards that music got?
Music where they fight to to do.
Yeah, I know where for you. The instruments were not so good, but the sound
was okay.
The concept behind it and the singer.
Okay, too. Why, if music can take that kind of space to be okay, why this Nollywood? Because I can actually remember when Nollywood they take in charge, they want to be music. But today I see that. Oh, is nobody even interested to watch Nollywood?
Nollywood those days, people, Nollywood was a thing of joy. Nollywood brought happiness in some homes.
Yes.
In most homes, not even so. Because some people, you get some men will be say, men and women will be say, if they go their work, hard times. Nollywood, as they call it, they buy one cassette.
Go to watch.
They buy one. They say like
what it costs now that you don't even have the interest because for me, I hardly. Because all the continents they have their own ways. Asians they also have their Bollywood also. Bollywood I think.
No, Bollywood not for India.
Now they talk so now Indians and America and Hollywood. Why we know they succeed to that angle? Is it that the movie those ones are those days? Because reality, if you have to speak it, those days, those actors or whatever, they ask what is called real life. You understand me? So what actually that is happening in that country, my brother, or part of the world, is what they're acting. Is it that the derivation of the evil they did, everything not grow up how?
May I answer this your question before the answers skip out from my head? This Nollywood thing, Nollywood was so great in the time of its real alumni. When I say alumni, I mean
Go reach actors. They were legend too. Some of them
John Oka from Mr. Ebu. The sense.
Some people they fall asleep now.
You understand?
When they tell you say,
we'll come back to that. We'll come down to that sickness side. Nollywood was moving so well that it had viewers, it had people, audience. Nollywood did not make plans for a future Nollywood.
Bro.
I have a question to ask now. Captain, I won't tell you what you think in Nollywood. You know, pass any other thing than what I want to talk so. Nollywood did not make plans for how Nollywood would be in the future time. And over time, evil entered. And what are the evil? The vices that entered. First, we have the regional vices. When I say regional vices, tribalistic issue. Nollywood was so becoming an Igbo regionalized kind of movie. It seemed as if it was owned by the Igbos. But the Igbos were predominantly in it.
Okay, now if you speak of that now, do you think that, like what you said, the Igbo were in charge of this aspect in the area, you know? Do you think that if I come now, I'm not an Igbo man, or I come now, will you give me a role if I'm not an Igbo man?
Of course, there were actors and actresses. Now there were actors and actresses who were participating in this movie.
So where I contact going, like what you said now.
That is what we are saying.
Okay.
Because the whole thing, and when you watch most of these scenes of this movie, it was always in the eastern side. The set is always on the eastern side, and a set of people, anonymous set of people, came about to say, and moreover, there was Igbo Nollywood. Some people said, we are being sidelined.
Okay.
They created their own. That's why you have the Yoruba movie. The Yorubas went away, started acting their own. Hausas went away, started acting their own. Ishans went away.
You should say now they face what should I call it now? Is it racism or what?
Tribal.
Because now because like what you said, all of them go away. What makes them to go away is it that as an Yoruba man or as an South man or as Hausa man they came, they were being treated as because of they are not from the tribe. Or you know saying who owns that movie as a producer, as is they have the actually right and powers.
Who owns Nollywood?
It's for the entire country.
So what we are saying now is still the same problem that is worrying that country, that place in a whole. That when a thing is happening in a certain region of that place, a certain area of that place begin to feel that we have the need. There is a need for us to find our own separate path.
But bro, personal jealous because why I say this one, bro. But you know that government in itself still favor the country.
We know that Nollywood discuss.
Yeah, I know. So because why they not still grow to the extent that those days? Because if you even look at that, those people really the arts. Some of them.
So what you mean to say? Government participated in the fall of Nollywood?
Yes.
No, I will dispute that. You know why?
System where they work well.
You know why? When Nollywood was Nollywood, government had no hand in it.
No, do you know why I said so? For instance, now, like what you said, there are people wanting today. Like why they give respect to their heart. Example, like all those like Kana Yonkwa. Now, do you know that these people, for you to have a good movie in this system, for us to still have that Nollywood, these people need to recruit their own people. For instance, Okwa need to get production on you. Kana need to get production on you in the country because these are the people who they understand audition, they understand many things, But and later on, these people fail. They were not so. How would I call it? Some of them recently said they say they don't get just money to take care of their heads. Now those kind of people want to promote.
So now you go understand what I'm saying. But Nollywood have no futuristic plan.
Do you know what I said? Do you know what I said? So there is a system that is working whereby in a part of the world is like this. What is it called in America? That you said. Do you know that? For instance, let's make it like this now. You as an actor, you don't now your feet be this. You know they retire normally as an actor. You want to go into direction. Now do you know that? Okay, you want to start your production. You can easily go to government and take a loan there from the government and start doing this production of a thing. From there, you can still pay their money back. But there's now a system that you go feel okay. I want to carry this one. Like you can go into government to say, okay, more than give me 20 million naira to start my production.
But so speaking of that, that is where the government plays a role in the failure of Nollywood.
Yes, for me.
Okay.
For me.
Do you think that most of these movies that are acted in Hollywood are all government funded? There are private companies funding this.
That's what I'm saying. Even if
government does not fund, there are companies money can be borrowed from.
Yes.
They see your project and they see what they can get. So bro, leave government out of this.
No.
Honestly,
The system.
let's talk about the main
war.
thing. Let's talk about the main thing. I was just listing the reasons why Nollywood failed, and I mentioned one. I say it was a regionalized problem, whereby it seemed as if the Igbos were predominantly the participants in it, and it seemed as if the Igbos owned the Nollywood.
Yeah.
Instead of the other regions started creating their own.
Yeah.
And again, another vices that entered was this: there was no plan for a future actors and actresses. There were no proper auditions.
But do you think that those one way to say they plan their own, not be their language that they use for that aspect? It's a normal tribal movie.
I don't understand what you mean.
No, for instance, like you said, Yoruba went on their own. The Hausa went their own. Those movies where Hausa are they acted with English for generally speaking to hear? No. Most Hausa movie where they think now, they're not they speak English on it.
But how is this related
Yes,
to the
now.
problem?
Yes, now. Because no, it's not supposed to affect what you they talk now. Because if actually they went on their own, they went on their own to act on their own feet, on their own language. Because you can't tell me like the way we take they see the country. You know, the way you see something that you take for one. But when I see talk, the area aspect I see the suspect say you worry Nollywood. Now where these people we act those days, now life and what the people do, the evil that the people live on, they review it. And bet me, you can't simply they talk the truth and you're successful. You know what they add that time, my brother? Wait now. You know what they add that? Wait.
Dispute this thing.
Which one be dispute? That time, wait.
You can't bring out. You can't bring this. Wait, bro.
Why are you saying this? Okay, why?
Because there are still Nollywood is still existing, Nabi.
Which I tell me, I don't know.
There are movies being produced every day.
Even as
me and you, they talk now. Some people they bush, they shoot movies.
Is that one Nollywood again?
Now, see, bro. Let's be realistic.
Oh, okay. You know, say Nollywood. Some people not get home training, but I'm Nollywood training. Some people learn from Nollywood as a kid. You learn something from Nollywood, and that thing where you learn from Nollywood, until today they follow you back.
But you know, but you know what?
You know, say wait now, and that's what I ask you. You know, say Nollywood those days, even the way they talk. There are some kind of few things that you learn from that Nollywood.
We know this. But don't forget.
What do you learn from them?
We know these things, and that is why you asked. Because what happened to the fall of Nollywood?
The reason why I says why some people. Why the move for me? I make it a list for you. 2, if they ask somebody wants to, you watch a different movie and you watch something like before you eat, you should learn how to pray on it. Somebody that has that kind of agenda and you are acting that kind of something in that country, he will never like it because they try expose and educate and tell people says look at what they will do. How do you want it like?
And you think in America,
no, look at America.
Bro,
America.
You ask the question. I said you don't want answers.
No, this is America. All those ones they compare us, my brother.
Not be America. You look. When people feel say Nollywood, no, bro.
Okay. Should be saying America now. Look.
Bro, there has to be a comparison to know what is better and what is not.
Okay, if they compare Nollywood, if they compare all the America, first of all, the country not okay. America do okay like before their things.
Bro,
for the country start to do. Country not do okay.
Bro, I want you to come to the circle of the question you asked. You are drifting off this.
No, you are comparing. That's what I tell you. See,
bro. What was your question again? What was?
I asked you why Nollywood they don't function like before.
So can we just be within that Nollywood concept without drifting and without dragging the government inside?
Brother, no, we they talk the far and the reasons. No. We should be dragging. We they talk and say they join.
No,
even though not be 100%, they join.
Don't drag.
Country not the war.
Don't drag.
Lies not day. Yes, no, you talk the far.
Are we discussing politics?
No,
if you want to discuss politics, then we'll push Nollywood aside. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I said you had something else in mind, but you didn't really know what you.
About the country,
but you see the verse for Nollywood, but it's as if you're not prepared to discuss the Nollywood. Maybe we should discuss politics. No, but focusing on your question, you say why Nollywood fall? And I brought one of the reasons to you, out of the numerous reasons. Regional reason is it. Some sort of those involved, those in play, took themselves to their own different parts to say, we are being sidelined, we are not being carried along. Simply because there was no proper organization within that Nollywood. Nollywood was supposed to have a proper organization.
Why proper? Why organization?
And it is through that proper organization there will be a plan, to reborn this actor, the present actors of that time and present actresses of that time. But there was no planning on that. And that is why, even up to today, those actors and actresses are suffering. Some of them are begging, some of them are sick, some of them have run mental. Cool. You understand? Some of them are dead and their family have no consolation, nothing. No grants, no anything. And how many of Nigerian Nollywood actors? How many of Nigerian Nollywood actors you see a name for anywhere on ground where they make a start to make a memorial of this actor?
Which memorial?
In as much as we enjoy these people, how they make us happy.
Nigerians enjoy.
So you see,
Nigerians enjoy this.
So you see, this is the reasons what killed Nollywood. Because if these things were in place, like in America now, you have Hollywood, where all these past actors, they have their stars on the ground.
Yeah, of course.
You know, rewards and an award.
Then it's be given to them.
Then there is a cake to be eaten there. And when there is a cake to be eaten, there will be a proper organization. I don't think there will be any reason for some group of that Nollywood to create their part, because there's an organization and there's a cake they need to eat. So if you find your own way, how are you going to be eating this cake? How are you going to be getting this award? It's like singing, being a Nigerian musician. You say you don't want this award. You say you don't want Grammys. Then what are you singing for?
People then we don't need them.
You must not say you don't need it.
No, they're not desperate to say that.
No, you don't need to be desperate. But I can categorically tell you that most people who are there to do that music with the idea that if one day the opportunity comes for them to become one of the nominees, it's something great for them. So nobody forbids good thing. You understand? So what am I saying? What I'm saying is this: Nollywood had no a proper structure, and it is because of that lack of proper structure there was no plan. And there was no plan, more evil came in. And what was the evil that came in? The evil of sexual problem. Because these days now, you know they see what they virtually every actress in Nollywood get nyash. Everybody get nyash. What did happen? They select now. I mean, is there a society of nyash where they go audition actresses?
Baba, you know this now.
And actresses are even more well to do than the actors.
Why?
I'm not saying the actresses they act.
Because I've set of movie now.
Now, here is the field play. Waiting they play for the field. See, once I in Nollywood, people when don't know what Nollywood be. Now then they direct the movies now. People who make Nollywood just a business.
They don't finish it.
They did not make it a national something, a national treasure.
Now, advertisement, all this one they do now.
You understand? So most girls, if that's why you go gym now. Now girls food there.
They build
nyash.
Do not feel bad.
Why are they building this nyash? Because me, I don't say this your nyash when they build now, not before office.
Not before movie.
You understand? Now advertisement you want use and take do. And most of them after they don't build that nyash finish, nyash don't pump. They look for them. They don't go. They will find one director. Go one audition. Your director will observe them. Alpha, come meet me for so hotel. Come in. Why would I not pass one night? You don't pass audition now. People will be say they follow you come. Then they behind you, they front. And those girls.
Okay, now correction be that one now.
Now correction enter. So those girls now are not even there to act. They know say they know more.
What is it they act? They cannot act.
They are not there to act. They don't even know what to be acting.
Like one of their colleagues said, Charles, you know, he said it. He said, "Guy will not reach to pass audition."
You know, see.
Now once,
okay,
go. Wait till you pass audition normally. You know, say to act. Those days when they go school, those days to act, my brother. To even face crowd, they ask alone. Now problem. So I can't pass audition. Me act. Now doctor me always act.
You know, act Igwe now. Igwe and the 31.
You get me?
When you Google and you go see.
They baffle say. And me no say, me and you know say, even for those days school, to add that bro where they give my brother, they practice am for cool 1 month. You know, so
you don't see where acting go make people like say they crazy.
You know, you don't have focus.
You want perfect
because you want to perform in a crowd and in front of camera. So how come now get what we say you look at them alone, you know say come. Not be you. No, not be.
People will say they don't even know what to be facial expression. They don't know what to be body language, body gesture. All these things are things that makes your acting real because it brings it to real life.
Real life verisimilitude. You know they see the OGs women are like the women.
Also for them, their ads like say
what did they call that woman?
Patience or something. So they will say the woman and when she
because of that woman is an actress. Is a star. Is a legend.
Yeah, but see people were seeking Nollywood. I'm gonna highlight this thing and I'm gonna see call names on here. I don't go bend mad, I go call names because these people join spoil Nollywood. So people, first of all, let me go back to that issue of Girl, when all those girls, they are not there to act. Their own now be say they just want a selling point. And when they do their selling point, they move. These girls are up for politicians and top businessmen.
The one they read them.
You understand? They come there, they will feature them in one movie. All they need is just one movie. Just like a musician, all you need is one hit song
to expose.
Everywhere don't buzz. So all these guys
that is an exposure they get.
Exposure. So they go act one movie.
They don't expose.
And they will make sure they are not set for big sets.
Tight.
Because they don't say some of these politicians they come across their movies sometimes.
They watch them.
All these politicians then get all these directors number. They will go, Alpha, Shehu, I see one movie where you direct.
Now make some of them now. You know what they do? Most industry now in that country, they will just go appoint one boy as a Nollywood actors. They will just appoint you. Why you appoint? Are they related? Although you can appoint anybody, that's normal. But you can also appoint anybody because we are talking about people now where you want government or where you want the control. Then it's not supposed to be you carry because they go an actor, maybe they give you IQ and give you the expression of this guest. You come appoint as your PA. You appoint Nollywood actor as your PA. Some of them waiting on the happen nowadays. Now, as if I appoint you now, you know I be now. After anything I dey after that your those two that one wey dey say give me control for make me for Echo Hotel and like that's why they say let me dey appoint. That's why they say the country not dey work, not dey work. They are not there to do the right thing. If they say all these guys no. Then no. So but who are you to blame? Is it all these guys now we can get the information and the IQ say come when we get exposed? Look at the set of people who will rent us. They have to do it. Who are you not to blame?
So, but in all of these things, the question I go ask, persons of them, Patience Ozoko, and Kemo, that is Okwa, and the John Okafor, that is Mr. Ibu, and Kanayo, the ritualist. The movie ritualist too. The real life.
No, they change for the mouth. They change for Kanayo. They change for Patience. The only people they not change for Ibu and Okwa. Those one wey talk
funny.
You know that those one wey talk reality. But guy, I will tell you, wetin Susanna will know at that time. Wetin that woman act and Kanayo bet me, it dey happen long time for that country.
Of course.
You understand me so? That is the reason why most of them say, by now you suppose they suppose carry out these people as they are legend, man. They are
legend. But because Nollywood had no structure, it has never had.
And
even now they claim to have the AMVC, AMC, but I don't see any system working there. I see them as a bunch of people who are just there, you know, getting the benefits of having an organization. There is some grants they get.
And greed and wickedness. And anything with greed and wickedness.
So Nollywood and people like I said, I'm going to mention names. I said people like. Because I want to know. Now, question was people like them should be Michael. I think they are on a movie.
They know.
Me know. They don't go. They know why they don't ask them Patience and Hope. Where they for the cut the wood.
No,
wait they know wood where they act.
Wait and still see for that thing you want also. When you, especially when you come newly, there are still some niggas or young guys who see the art well up to today. When you new come, you the art well because you want to get the audience. But immediately, you know they don't know you, and pepper don't enter your pocket. You see, say you put the art waiting out there relevant again. And this thing they go beyond all angles. When you need to start something, that's why you know say that motive where it starts. You don't feel complete now because why? You don't get opposition for government. You don't get this one. You don't get this one. You're actually calling. You're distracted. So how can you actually? If you call you for person, if you call you now for me come play a role for a movie. But you know how much you want to give me. Highest if you give me 300k for one or 400k or 500k. And where else you they get? So some of them.
And I tell you what, those of them Patience Ozoko, Mr. Okwade, he acted Nollywood for the sake of acting.
Those one art from genuinely.
But these days, the younglings of Nollywood now are acting with the motive. In fact, Nollywood is an advertisement platform now. It's no longer with the motive of acting. Because all those people are acting with the mindset of say for the female as gender.
And if you look at the female, one go your come and say, I buy this one. That be the same movie. Because why? I don't know, but
they do business. Those ones are not actors.
Which business?
They do business, politician business, nyash business. When I know so
those they see say any actress pump nyash.
So what's your uncle?
You definitely not carry yourself. You understand me?
So now you know the thing.
You understand me? Nowadays, now waiting work for the let them use for them so. if as the director, you did genuinely, the kind of people.
The thing is annoying because the energy these females or these women put in pumping their nyash in the gym, so they even go put plastic.
So now wetin dey come
they know they put that. Why you not put that energy? Put yourself for inside one room.
If they act, it's a bit.
Try act.
Who just finish the SS3 and SS1? You go
and again, another thing we see key movie. Now the idea of say telephone is still join.
Say telephone and say make them not act well.
No.
I mean now they support transfer the thing to modelize when we say yes when they want.
And it's even annoying because even during that time, the more time, they acted these movies so good with low equipment.
And it did okay.
It did okay.
If na village you dey, you go know say
na village setting. You understand? But now when we get sophisticated cameras, well, all these cameras where they say they shoot this their nyash.
Guy, wetin dem dey do nowadays? You know they pass love because love not dey the country.
So the question why they ask,
love.
I be dem go use the wood wey need.
Maybe the wood don break. Remain the no.
They don't use that terrorist and finish. So abeg, Nollywood no be am, I swear.